the Persian Empire. Even the name evokes images of opulence, power, and vast sun-drenched landscapes. Stretching from the shores of the Aegean Sea to the banks of the Indus River, it was an empire the likes of which the world had never seen. From the steppes of Central Asia to the Nile Delta, a multitude of cultures, languages, and peoples were united under the banner of the Persian King of Kings. Yet, like the shifting sands of time, this mighty empire rose, flourished, and ultimately fell. The story of the Persian Empire is not just a dry chronicle of kings and conquests. It is a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of ambition, cultural exchange, and the enduring spirit of human resilience. It's a story of legendary rulers like Cyrus the Great and Darius, who carved out an empire with blood and iron but also with wisdom and tolerance. But it is also a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the mightiest empires built on foundations of conquest and control can crumble under the weight of their own ambitions. The Persian Empire may be lost to the mists of time, but its legacy lives on. In the ruins of Persepolis, in the echoes of Zoroastrian chants, and in the very fabric of the modern world, we see the indelible mark left by this ancient superpower. The story of the Persian Empire begins in the rugged highlands of Persia, where a new power emerged under Cyrus II, later known as Cyrus the Great. Born into tribal rivalries, Cyrus unified the Persian tribes into a formidable force. His genius lay in both military prowess and political acumen. After defeating Croesus, he treated him with respect, keeping him as an advisor. When he conquered Babylon, he freed the captive Jews, cementing his reputation as a benevolent ruler. Cyrus's reign marked a turning point, laying the foundation for an empire built on tolerance and respect. Following Cyrus's death, the Achaemenid Empire, as it was formerly known, faced internal strife and rebellion. It was Darius I, a distant relative of Cyrus, who stepped onto the stage of history and quickly proved himself a worthy successor. Darius was a ruler of immense ambition and vision, determined to not only consolidate but to expand the empire's reach. Darius was a master builder and administrator. He understood that a sprawling empire encompassing a multitude of cultures and languages needed a strong infrastructure and a centralized system of governance to survive. He embarked on ambitious building projects, connecting the far-flung corners of his empire with a network of roads, the most famous being the Royal Road, stretching over 1,600 miles from Susa to Sardis. Recognizing the need for economic stability, Darius introduced a standardized system of coinage and weights and measures across the empire, facilitating trade and economic growth. He also commissioned the construction of canals, granaries, and irrigation systems, further bolstering the empire's economic backbone. Darius's reign marked a golden age for the Persian Empire. His administrative reforms and infrastructural developments created a period of unprecedented prosperity and stability, transforming the Achaemenid Empire into a well-oiled machine of governance and a beacon of cultural exchange. The Persian Empire, under Darius, seemed unstoppable. Yet across the Aegean Sea, a new power was rising: the Greek city-states. Their fierce independence and democratic ideals stood in stark contrast to the absolute monarchy of the Persian Empire. The clash between these two civilizations was almost inevitable, a clash that would become the stuff of legends. The first Persian invasion of Greece, in 490 BC, ended in a humiliating defeat for the Persians at the Battle of Marathon. The Athenians, vastly outnumbered, held their ground, their victory a testament to their courage and military skill. This defeat, however, only served to fuel Darius's desire for revenge. He began planning a second invasion, one that would crush the Greek resistance once and for all. Darius's death in 486 BC passed the torch of vengeance to his son, Xerxes I. Xerxes assembled an enormous army, said to have numbered in the millions, though modern estimates are more conservative, and launched a two-pronged invasion of Greece. The Greeks, despite their internal rivalries, united against the Persian threat. At the narrow pass of Thermopylae, a small force of Spartans led by King Leonidas held off the entire Persian army for 3 days, their valiant sacrifice becoming a symbol of Greek resistance. Despite this heroic stand, the Persians outmaneuvered the Greeks and captured Athens. However, the Athenian general Themistocles had a plan. He lured the Persian fleet into the narrow straits of Salamis, where the heavier Persian ships were at a disadvantage. The ensuing Battle of Salamis was a disaster for the Persians, marking a turning point in the war. The Persian dream of conquering Greece lay in tatters. Section 5. The Tapestry of Persian Life. While the Greco-Persian Wars raged, life within the Persian Empire continued in its rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. The Persians were renowned for their love of luxury and their refined taste. Their cities, adorned with magnificent palaces, bustling bazaars, and beautiful gardens, were centers of trade and cultural exchange. Persian society was highly stratified, with the king at its apex, considered to be appointed by the divine. Below him were the nobles, priests, and warriors, followed by merchants, artisans, and farmers. Despite this hierarchy, Persian society was more fluid than many of its contemporaries. Individuals could rise through the ranks based on merit and service to the king. Women in Persian society enjoyed a relatively higher status compared to other ancient cultures. They could own property, engage in business, and even hold positions of authority within the royal court. Education was highly valued in Persian society, with a focus on physical prowess, martial skills, and the principles of good governance. The Persians were known for their love of storytelling, music, and dance. Their banquets were legendary, filled with exotic foods, fine wines, and lively entertainment. They were skilled craftsmen, renowned for their intricate metalwork, beautiful textiles, and stunning architecture, examples of which can still be seen in the ruins of Persepolis. One of the most enduring legacies of the Persian Empire was the spread of Zoroastrianism. This ancient religion, founded by the prophet Zoroaster, or Zarathustra, in the 6th century BC, profoundly impacted Persian culture and thought. Zoroastrianism is a monotheistic faith centered around the worship of Ahura Mazda, the supreme god of wisdom and light. He is locked in an eternal struggle against Angra Mainyu, the spirit of evil and darkness. This cosmic battle between good and evil formed the core of Zoroastrian belief, emphasizing the importance of free will and the individual's responsibility to choose good over evil. Zoroastrianism stressed the importance of ethical conduct, emphasizing honesty, truthfulness, and charity. It rejected animal sacrifice and promoted the sanctity of nature, particularly fire, which was seen as a symbol of Ahura Mazda's purity and power. Zoroastrian priests, known as magi, played a crucial role in Persian society, performing religious ceremonies, advising the king, and serving as guardians of the faith. Zoroastrianism had a profound impact on the development of Persian art, literature, and philosophy. Its emphasis on dualism, the struggle between good and evil, found expression in Persian art and storytelling. Its ethical principles, particularly the importance of truth and justice, influenced the legal systems and administrative practices of the Persian Empire. The decline of the Achaemenid Empire began after Xerxes' failure to conquer Greece. Internal strife and weak successors weakened the empire. This allowed Alexander of Macedon to rise. Tutored by Aristotle, Alexander dreamt of conquering Persia. In 334 BC he crossed the Hellespont and began his campaign. At Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela he triumphed. In 330 BC he captured and burned Persepolis. The Achaemenid Empire crumbled. Darius III was murdered, ending Persian rule. Alexander's conquest began the Hellenistic Age. He adopted Persian customs and married a Persian noblewoman. The Achaemenid Empire may have fallen, but its legacy continued to reverberate through history. The Persian Empire left an indelible mark on the regions it once ruled, its influence visible in the art, architecture, languages, and religions of the Middle East and beyond. The legacy of Persian art and architecture can be seen in the majestic ruins of Persepolis, with its towering columns, intricate reliefs, and monumental staircases. The Persian artistic tradition, with its love of ornamentation and symbolism, influenced later empires, notably the Parthians and Sassanids, who revived Persian rule and culture. Persian administrative practices, particularly the satrap system of provincial governance, were adopted by Alexander the Great and later empires, influencing the development of imperial administration for centuries to come. The Persian concept of a centralized state, with a standardized system of coinage, weights and measures, and a network of roads and infrastructure, laid the groundwork for the development of complex political and economic systems in the ancient world. The Persian Empire may be a distant memory, but its legacy continues to resonate with us today. The stories of its kings, its battles, and its cultural achievements still capture our imaginations, reminding us of the grandeur and the fragility of even the mightiest empires. The Persian Empire's tradition of religious tolerance, exemplified by Cyrus the Great's edict allowing the Jews to return to their homeland, continues to inspire modern-day discussions about religious freedom and multiculturalism. The values of tolerance and respect for diversity, embraced by Cyrus and enshrined in the Cyrus Cylinder, serve as a timeless reminder of the importance of inclusivity and understanding in our increasingly interconnected world. From the architectural marvels of Persepolis to the enduring influence of Zoroastrianism, from the stories we tell about the Persian kings to the very concept of a centralized empire, the echoes of ancient Persia can be felt in the art, architecture, religions, and political systems of today. The Persian Empire may be gone, but its legacy, much like the ruins of its once great cities, continues to inspire and intrigue us, reminding us of the enduring power of human ambition, creativity, and the enduring impact of the past on the present.